my man Bam because he has the opening. So go ahead, Bam.
Okay. Um, with this discussion, we hope that we delve into the impact being a Black woman has on your dating life, social interactions, political engagement, views on feminism, and feelings about media portrayals. Explore the challenges, stereotypes, and cultural expectations you encounter in these areas, and share your unique identities and experience and desired changes you see in representation. So, basically, to sum all that up in the simple words, one at a time, tell me what being a Black woman means to you, and how do you feel about that? Left or right?
I'll go
Um,
right.
I don't know. It's kind of like this unicorn, imaginary, like glowy feeling that you get. Like you just, it's always like a bubbly sensation all the time. Being a black girl, like, um, no, seriously, like it's really some dope shit because we kind of like we the underdog, but we always rising. Like we really slept on. And then there we go, surprising the hell out of everybody. And it's kind of amazing to constantly keep making people look at you and listen to you. And I know a lot of women have an issue with that, but it's kind of like, it's one thing when you have, for instance, white women, they're going, hey, look at me. And black women, we just be vibing, doing our own thing. And then everybody be like, look at her, look at her. So that's to me how it feels like existing as a black woman. A lot of times I don't have to ask for attention. I just vibe. I just do my own thing. I just create my own sector. And people rock with it. And they support it however, and I don't make myself have to conform to other people's ideologies. I just do my own thing. And then even for black women who don't represent me or look like me, they still fuck with it and we just bond. So that's how I feel for me.
Okay. Oh,
I think I agree with that, but I would probably label it like a variety box of my favorite shoes or like a closet of my dreams. Like I feel like that's what being a black woman feels like to me. Like I can go into this space that like there's something that I need and nothing is ever lacking. And even if I didn't know it was there like before, when I need it, it pop up. Like being a black woman is like perpetually having community for me. Like I feel like, don't get me wrong, I know that everybody has their sense of community, but nothing is more solid than a community of black women as a black woman, right? Like there's just like the way that we communicate, the way we talk, the way we dance, the way that we move, the way that we argue. Like there's something that is very specific about it. And even in the understanding of like, we could be arguing, but you don't get to come in on this arguing and argue with
Right.
us. Like, like
Period.
there's a bunch of different like safety cues and notes. And it just feels like I said, like being able to go into a closet built just for me and whether I need a hug, whether I need to be cursed out and told about myself, whether I need some love, whether I need somebody to tell me that that is not the outfit of the day, or somebody
yeah.
to just, pat me on my back and tell me that I'm doing good. Like black women gonna do that every time 10 toes down. And I feel like every day waking up knowing that, like it don't matter how much one black girl pisses me off, I know that it's gonna be another one that's gonna make me smile that day. So it's just, I don't know. It just feels like perpetual community for me.
Mm.
That's really
Okay.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I would echo a lot of what Paradise Paris and Hope Giselle mentioned. So, as someone who grew up with two sisters, I would say being a Black woman is like an ongoing, never ending sisterhood, right? Like,
Mm.
it's no matter where you go, and it's global, right? Not just within the US, you have these group of people who you're gonna fight with, you're gonna bicker with, you're not always gonna see eye to eye, but like at the end of the day, there's this like undercurrent and underlying like love for one another that we all have. And that love, it almost feels, it's not necessarily unconditional, but there's just this sense that like you can get support in whatever you need. Like I know no matter where I am, what I need, I can always count on some Black girl somewhere to have my back and to make sure that I get through. And it's the way I feel about my sisters, right? Like we're three very different women, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what either one of my sisters need. They know they can come to me and vice versa. So I would say being a Black woman is like having that, but like multiplied with all these different women that you don't know.
Okay. And Winnie.
Well, basically piggybacking off what everybody else said. And I feel like we're very multifaceted. And I love that about us because there's not one section of Black girl. There's different, there's alternative, there's the nerds, there's the models, there's the jocks. You know what I'm saying? Like I love how we still, like everybody says, as much as we fight and not agree with each other and be coming for each other's lace fronts, we were like, hold on, wait a minute. We know when to show unity. You know what I mean? Even when we're being the most disrespected things in the world. So we are very strong, even though our shoulders are weak at times.